Everything I do challenges the status quo of being a voiceover and the arbitrary gatekeeper rules of who can be successful and why. I do this by ignoring what the powers that be say is acceptable in marketing, in pricing, and where I choose to get my freaking work, and if I can even create my own demo or not. I show voiceover artists how to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career. Want to learn? So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level, but don't buy into the claims of needing expensive equipment and demos, start bringing in new clients? How do you follow a clear path to changing your voiceover side hustle into your full-time job and stick it to those that said you couldn't? Those are the questions, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Earl Hall, and welcome to In the Booth with Earl Hall, where we know how to grind and don't quit. About to get underway. Hey folks, thanks so much for tuning into In the Booth with Earl Hall. On this morning, I am streaming live on YouTube, which is my home base. I've got, who else? Twitter, 2 Facebook pages streaming live, and hey to my new Instagram audience as well. So we're just streaming all over the place today. I'm kind of taking a little bit of a risk this morning. My brand new internet connection, which I knew I needed to upgrade because of my upload speeds and the choppiness sometimes of the video, they'll be here next week. So hopefully we're going to take care of that, but still, the show must go on. So one, thanks everybody for tuning in on this morning. This that I do here with In the Booth with Earl Hall is specifically for the voiceover artist that is looking to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover business. That's the whole reason why I do this, is to show you guys that are really struggling, stuck, not where you want to be, looking for a path of how to get where it is that you want to be. I tell you what, it's not easy. But there are definite steps that we all can take to do better with our marketing. Obviously, the only thing that I really talk about on this particular channel that I really focus in on, oh wow, my t-shirt has green in it. So I'm just seeing, you can see through my t-shirt on the green screen. You folks over on Instagram can't see that. What's up, Carlos Flood over on Instagram? Thanks for the shout out. Appreciate it. This is funny. So I know not to wear this, what is this, Under Armour t-shirt anymore because you can see straight through the green. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't well planned out this morning. I thought it was a cool t-shirt though, but it's green and I use green screen. Okay, if you guys over on Instagram really want to check things out over on YouTube, go ahead and click the link in my profile on Instagram and you will be able to see that. For all of you guys that are following me everywhere else, if you want to follow me over on Instagram as well to see what I'm doing there, go ahead and follow me. I'm just at Earl Hall Studio over on Instagram. This is too funny. Anyway, there are steps. Let's get serious here. There are steps that we need to take to really grow our businesses. And it's one of those things, and I found this, if you want to call it a niche, whatever it is that you want to call it, in the voiceover industry that, no one, I can't say no one, because there are a lot of great coaches out there that talk about a lot of great things, but I've opted to solely focus on building your business. This is beyond whether or not you know how to do voiceover or not. If you don't know how to do voiceover, if you need coaching on how to, lay down your voice, how to process your audio, how to deliver a script, how to interpret a script, there are some nice folks out there that do this already. And if you don't know how to do that, that's your first step. Now, once you have that down, this is where I come in, because I don't play. Let's just put it that way. I do not play. The folks that are in Voiceover Fast Track, it's a private Facebook group that I have, they understand that, they know that. But let's just say once you get settled in on knowing how to lay down your voice and how to do the things that you need to do to deliver an appropriate read for whatever genre you're reading for in voiceover, whether it's commercials, e-learning, explainer videos, audiobooks, the whole 9 yard, promo spots, all that. Once you know that, this is what I think you should do. Obviously, if you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, you definitely want to be a subscriber to my YouTube channel, no matter where you're watching me right now, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Twitter, Periscope, whatever. The home base for this whole thing is my YouTube channel and how it is that I do there. Once you subscribe to the channel, first of all, make sure you subscribe, and then also there's going to be a little notification bell that you can tick that's going to let you know every time I go live and every time I upload a brand new video. I've opted to do live streams Monday through Friday, just like this, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I've added a new channel to this, which I'm doing on my Instagram as well. So wherever it is that you want to follow, thank you, and I appreciate your support and everything else. Jason just put a comment in up on YouTube. Thank you for your giving to the voiceover community with your unique message. Thank you. You know, if it wasn't for you guys, there'd be no message for me to give, I guess, you know, with that. So I appreciate this t-shirt is really getting me. Over on Instagram, they can see what the actual t-shirt looks like, you know, with the green and everything in it. You folks over on the other channels, YouTube and Periscope and Twitter and Facebook, you can see right through me because of this green t-shirt that I opted to wear. This is crazy. Okay, yeah, this is really crazy. All right, guys. Today, what we're talking about, look, it's just time for you to stop making excuses in your voiceover business. It's time to just do away with the excuses. And that's why I've created a free site, completely free, over at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, www.stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. And I'm going to tell you the story behind why I made it. And I'm telling you this story because I got an email. No, it wasn't an email. It was a YouTube comment on one of my videos. And the person may be listening right now, may not be. I don't know. But at any rate, hey, what's going on? Kevin, starting VOFT today. Awesome. Awesome. Let me tell you why I did what I did over at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. I should have turned my phone off while I'm streaming, but anyway, it's going to go off every now and then because I get business. All right. A few months ago, actually, it was, I guess, a little bit over 7-8 months ago when I started the site, stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. That site at the time was a paid site. And after a while, and people joined it, and it was doing very well. After a few months, I should say probably about 3 to 5 months ago, I made the site completely free. And I added on VOFT. Voiceover Fast Track. We call it VOFT for short for all the folks that are in the group. And that is a paid service that I have for that. I had this, if you want to call it an altercation, it was an altercation. Well, maybe it wasn't because I didn't get a chance to say anything. But anyway, had www.stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, made that site, and I had what I call a misunderstanding, whatever, with another voiceover coach. And for some reason that night, and it was late, it was about 11 p.m. that night, I said, you know what? I'm going to do something radical here. I spent hours and hours and hours developing this site, stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. There's hours of video there and everything else, and I thought it was valuable. It still is valuable. And I did it from the perspective of a voiceover artist that looked for information my whole career, but could never find any that would just be to the point of what it is that I want to learn. And that sparked me, that whole journey, or my whole journey with that, sparked me to really dive into studying marketing from an aspect that I don't think any other voiceover coach, at least not that I'm aware of, taught. The information that I get for what I do in my marketing for my voiceover business is not, or has never been gotten from another VO or VO coach. It just hasn't been. What I realized, good morning, Ryan. Thanks so much for being here. Hopefully I'll drop some wisdom on you. I believe I will. You know, the information that I've gotten over the years has been from studying marketing from expert marketers. That's what it's been. It has not come from the VO community. The VO community is behind the times. I'm just going to say that it's behind. The way that I look at marketing is from 2020 and beyond. And a lot of the things that I say are highly controversial in certain aspects of my philosophy. But the main focus that I have with all of this is that your main job as a voiceover artist is getting more clients. That's your job. Once you understand everything else in regards to what your niche is, you know, how to do your audio processing, blah, 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 all that other stuff, your number one job as a voiceover artist is getting more clients. I don't care how much you spend on voiceover coaching to show you how to, you know, read a script and all that other stuff. You can be the best in the world, but none of that matters if no one knows you're there. If no one is ever seeing what you do, if no one is ever presented, you know, you've never presented yourself to anyone, they just don't know you're there, and you don't know how to get those folks' attention. Basically, what most folks do in voiceover is they go to the pay-to-play sites or they go to the freelance sites or whatever, but no one knows how to do direct marketing. That's been my gold. That has been my gold. You know, my moneymaker is direct email marketing. Hands down, from anything else that I do, it's been email marketing, which causes you to put yourself out there. It's all a numbers game, and it's all about connecting with the right people. So the numbers game is even... there's an education behind the numbers game with this. So with what I did with Steps to Voiceover Success, and I realized that no one was really talking about the things that I was talking about. They're just not. And they're not talking about it in the way that I'm talking about it. And quite frankly, some people disagree with the things that I say, but that's just because it's the old guard. You know, if you're still using marketing techniques that are 5, 10, 20 years old, because that's all anybody in the voiceover community knows to do, there's something else. My whole philosophy is, look, 2020 and beyond, this is the marketing stuff that you need to understand and know before it's too late. That's the whole thing. So at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, I've made all of this content available to anyone that wants it. It's absolutely free to get. And I made this decision to make it free 5, 6, 7, 8 months ago because I just wanted to give. And I didn't want a block there. I didn't want a block to you or anyone else that would visit that site to say, oh, well, he's charging for this, so I can't, you know, get this information. So I took away that excuse. At stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. It is some of the best information you will ever find on marketing. I've even got some stuff in there about, you know, how to process your audio and stuff like that. But the marketing tips that I give there, I even have a PDF that you can get if you sign up at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. You'll be presented with a PDF of all of my strategies that I have and how to use them, along with a video that goes with that. All you got to do is go join the site and you can see how to get that. The PDF and the video, I think it's $29 or something like that that I have there. Yeah, tongue-tied. Let me drink a sip of my coffee here. Okay, see, we got more folks logging in over on Instagram. Hey, guys, thanks for being here this morning. So I'm going to try to include Instagram in what it is that I'm doing, even though I don't have the bandwidth. I'm still going to do it because I got to put out this content every freaking day, and that's what I'm going to do. So bear with me. The new internet connections, I got a business class internet connection coming. I believe it's next week. I have to double check the date. At any rate, Vox Podcast, thanks so much for your comment. Thanks for agreeing, you know, with some of the things that I'm saying here. But here's the deal. The comment that I got on one of my YouTube videos on last evening, actually it was, normally I don't even pay any attention to negative comments, but for some reason this one struck me, and it was odd because YouTube didn't allow the comment to be shown. They considered it to be spam. Maybe this guy that put the comment out there is spamming people. I don't know. But at any rate, he went as far as to say, and it could be a he or she, I couldn't tell by the screen name, that the gist of what he said was, hey, I took a look at some of your content. You've got some great stuff. I hope this is just not a setup for your paid course. And I thought about that for a minute, and I said, a setup for my paid course. Okay, so you've enjoyed the content. you're learning from the content. You're getting valuable information from the content. These are all his words, not mine, or that person's words. And they added on this little thing. I hope this isn't a setup for your paid content. Let me tell you a little bit about that. And this is probably where I got in my craw a little bit, is because the information that I give here, the questions that I answer here during my live streams and in my videos and the tons of email that you guys send me every day, all of you guys know I answer you. I answer your questions. And I give the best information that I can give in the limited time that I have, usually about 30 minutes, to instruct you guys on what it is that I'm doing to build my voiceover career and the success that other people are having using the tactics and strategies that I teach. It's as simple as that. As well as giving away a completely free website to anybody that just wants to learn what to do. Now, I created VoiceOver Fast Track, which is a paid service. It's I do 2 live streams a week there with a very tight-knit group. And all of the things that I can't go into here, like here, when we're talking, I can answer questions. I can give you like a 30,000-foot view of what to do and how to do it and put certain things together. But I can't go in. I can't go deep on that. It's just no time to do that. And it's just no time to answer every little solitary question that everyone may have. I'm sorry, but I do have work to do in regards to my own voiceover business, because that's where my money comes from. With the paid group, I'm able to, one, we have calls. It's a live stream like this, but it's in a private Facebook group. And I take calls, I answer questions, I give the ins and outs of every strategy that I have. And when people struggle with certain points, then I go ahead and I'm able to answer that question very, very specifically, more so than I am able to answer questions here. All of that being said, the other reason it got in my craw is I've said, I don't know, ad nauseum, that all of the information that I give, whether it's free or whether it's paid, you can find this on your own. If you're willing to do the work, you don't have to pay me a dime. You don't have to pay any voiceover coach a dime if you're willing to do the research. My research is a culmination of over a decade of trying to understand this whole marketing thing. I don't need help with voiceover stuff. Marketing is my thing. And that's what I know all voiceover artists need is a strategy or paths in order to get more work. And when it comes down to someone making an excuse, and this is why I titled this the way that I did this morning, when it comes down to anyone making an excuse for not getting work, it's only for a couple of different reasons. You don't have the work ethic, you know what the work is, but you don't want to do it, or you just want somebody to give it to you, almost as if they owe you. That's how I took the comment that I got from this YouTube comment that I got from this particular person, is that, wait a minute, you just want me to spend all day with you and just walk you through doing this? I took offense to it because of the level of information that I give for this. So let me give you a few tips here that I hope you will walk away with, and literally after this live stream, start doing it. It is Wednesday. It is hump day. We're in the middle of the week. What the heck have you been doing since Monday? If your focus has not been on getting more business every single day, you cannot complain about not getting business. If your focus has not been on learning every day, what are the strategies that you can use to get more business? You're watching this live stream now. Do you know how much freaking information is on YouTube? I have built my business on watching YouTube videos, on learning marketing. There are books that I read. I have, my Kindle is full. I read everything normally on my smartphone or my tablet. Vox Podcast says, nothing wrong about getting paid for services from people serious about starting VO. The guy who commented doesn't get that for some reason. I agree, but let me just say this, and this is going to be in his defense. I used to feel the same freaking way. I used to feel the exact same way. Oh, this guy's just trying to get some money from me. Then when I started learning all of this stuff and understanding the intensity of what it takes to do that, any form of coaching and learning and disseminating information. See, when I first started out, I was like every other voiceover artist. You're green, you don't know how to get business, you don't know what to do, and you just want somebody to tell you. You just want someone to tell you what to do. Well, let me tell you this. There's only two ways to get knowledge. I give as much as I can for free. As much as I even do free freaking 15-minute consultations. Most of you guys probably know that as well. Again, you can find out all that information at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. All right, so I used to feel that same way. And then something clicked in my head. I'm the one that wants the knowledge. This person that I'm looking to get the knowledge from has paid their dues. They've gotten the information. Why do I think that I should just get it? It's almost like I just want this person to run my business for me. It just doesn't happen that way. Is there a bump on my head? You see that bump? Anyway, sorry about that. Got distracted. You've got to have the mindset that you're going to get the information come hell or high water and implement it, execute it every single day. However it is that you need to do that. And like I said before, there is no information that is out here that cannot be gotten for free if you're willing to study and do the work. YouTube has been a lifesaver, and I tell everyone all the time, if whatever it is that you want to know, whether it's about voiceover, whether it's about marketing, whether it's about how to use your mic, whether it's about how to use your interface, whatever it is that you want to know, the information is out there for free. There just happens to be folks like me that have already used and implemented that information, and there's some intricacies that are in all of these things that just isn't out there, but you've got to learn it, and you've got to study it, and you've got to grow to it. That's why this is a process. That's why, you know, if you're going to pay somebody to teach you anything, here's my thing. Here's my whole thing. Because I've paid for certain coaching, I've paid for certain classes over the years. The people that I opted to pay were people that I could see every day and that I could touch. Basically, not touch, but that I could communicate with every day. I know plenty of coaches, not just in the voiceover industry. You never see them. They'll make a YouTube video once in a while. You never get to really know who they are, and they're always shoving something in your face as far as to pay them to do something. That's not my model. The model that I have is I try to come to you, well, I do come to you Monday through Friday with these live streams, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on whatever channel you're watching me on right now. And I'm here to answer your questions, and I'm here to give you the information that I think is going to be valuable for you to start, build, and grow your voiceover business. Just how I feel about all of that. Now, you've got to pick something. And one of the things that I see is the level of patience that people have to grow a six-figure business. It's almost like it's non-existent. You want it tomorrow. Not happening, boo-boo. It's just not. It's not how that works. When I talk about strategies and implementing the strategies to build your voiceover business, it is over time. When I talk about several different strategies, but I tell people, look, don't do all of this. Pick one, please. Just pick one strategy. Work that strategy for the next 60 to 90 days. Learn it inside and out, and wait for the results to happen. You can't send 10 emails today and expect 10 new clients tomorrow. But that's what you do. And I'm saying you in general, because I don't know everyone that I'm talking to. But that's what happens. People expect instantaneous results from something that, building a voiceover business is beautiful, but it's extremely hard work and it takes a lot of dedication. That is one of the missing pieces that so many new voiceover or people that have been in voiceover for a long time miss. They just miss the patience part of it. I didn't get here last week. This that you're seeing today is a culmination of over a decade of work. How many years are you willing to put in for your dream? Now, I don't know how many years it's going to take you. I don't know. But I know this. If you never start and take one strategy and work it and ride it until the wheels fall off of it, and you're hopping all over the place from this strategy to that strategy. You're listening to this person tell you this and that person tell you this. You know, there is wisdom in the multitude of counselors. There is. But you have to be the wise one because there's wisdom in it. It does not mean that everyone that you consider to be a counselor, a coach, or a consultant, or a mentor is giving you wisdom. It means that you have to find the wisdom in it and decide, you know what? This feels right in me. There's something about this that just feels right. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And you shut out everything else. The reason I don't watch, at this point in my career, I don't watch any other voiceover coach or anything on YouTube. I don't. I think it will sully my my processes here. I think it will hurt my processes as I go on. What I give you in everything that I teach is simply the things that work for me. It's not about theory or anything else. It's about knowing what works for me. All right, we've got some, I'm going to take a look over here on Facebook. Hey, everyone over there. Amid, Asid, Nancy, your stream stopped. Sorry. Sorry. Refresh, or watch it over on YouTube. Let's see. Sandy, started my first 1 hour voice coached lesson today and each week through August, then 1 lesson a month. I'm taking this VO thing serious. All right, Sandy Chamberlain, good job. That is over at the Facebook page, Steps to Voiceover Success. I'm going to close that page out and hopefully that will give me some more streaming ability. I want to see what's going on over here on Earl Hall Studio. And I will be closing that out in a moment as well. As I said, the main thing I do is over on YouTube. You guys, if you're not following me on YouTube, please do. Please subscribe to the channel. I will consider it a personal favor. So at this point, the only comments that I will be able to see are folks that are on YouTube watching, and I'll be able to see some stuff over on Instagram as well. Leafington, thanks. Great setup. Thanks for the information. Carlos Flood, Earl, I'm only following you for now, focusing on one strategy. Thanks, John Carlos Flood. Yes, it's one thing. It's one strategy. Where are you focused? Just Michael C says, just getting started. He's over on YouTube. Is it? Yeah, over on YouTube, just getting started, but your videos help. Thank you. I'm glad that they do. The questions that you guys have, if you've got a question, I'm only looking at questions on YouTube and on Instagram right now. I shut down my Facebook feed. So what are your questions if you have them before I shut down? And as I'm waiting for your questions to come in, and as you're seeing through my entire body, go ahead and put in your questions, and I'm going to try and end with this. Again, I can only see comments on YouTube and or Instagram. So if you've got a comment or a question, go ahead and start putting those in now. The week is almost through. What I think you should do is this. Start looking for expert marketers to follow, not voiceover artists. Start looking into, just do some YouTube searches. Do some YouTube searches and look for marketing tactics, marketing strategies, things of that nature, people that are influential in there. When you do that, especially over on YouTube, you can do a search, but you want to filter that search and just do the things that have come across this year. No sense in looking at 5-year-old information, 20-year-old information. Well, YouTube hasn't been around 20 years, but there's no sense in looking at 10-year-old information. I think it's been around that long. Start some study. In the coming episodes that I do, I'm going to start showing you some of the books that I read. I can't look on my phone because I'm broadcasting on Instagram right now with that, but I'm reading a book right now on copywriting, on how to construct emails, on how to make headlines for ads. And all of this information is information you need as a voiceover artist. You need to know how to market. You need to know the words to use in your emails that you send out. And if you never start trying to study this stuff, you will never learn. And again, these are the things that I get to go deep in within VoiceOver Fast Track. By the way, You can get into VoiceOver Fast Track 30 days for free. It's not going to bill you your credit card until that 31st day or whatever. But I did it that way because I wanted people to get into VoiceOver Fast Track to see if they thought it would work for them. That's why I'm giving 30 days for free, because I want you to be able to get in and dig in. In that 30 days, you're going to have an intimate live stream session with me twice a week for at least an hour each time. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 intimate touches of basically being able to pick my brain on a specific strategy that I'm teaching. There's no one that's doing this. Everybody basically has, what I've seen, everybody has created a course, they've created videos, and boom, they just want you to go buy it. I opted not to do that because it didn't make sense to me, because the value is still yet in here. I can make videos every day, but if you can't talk to me, and at VoiceOver Fast Track you can. We do live Skype sessions, we do the live stream, and then you can call me up on Skype, and it's all, everybody can hear and all that stuff, and everybody can learn from that. All right, let me take a couple look at the questions that have come in over on YouTube. Jason Cannon says, what motivates me most in putting the hard work is the alternative. I could spend the rest of my life in retail with no rewards. That's a definite motivator. Living your dream. That's if your dream is strong enough, you'll do whatever it takes to accomplish it. And anything that you do that you're trying to accomplish that is big, it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, losing a lot of sleep, all of that stuff. It's going to take. Ryan says, how do you recommend making the initial contact, i.e. verbiage, when contacting a new potential client via email? Ryan, everything is in your subject line. If your subject line is not on point, nothing else matters. I said on yesterday, and I'll say this again, but I'll be going deeper into this in VOFT, VoiceOver Fast Track. One of the best lines, subject lines that I had for a very targeted list that I had was male voiceover talent. That's all it said in the subject. It was to the point. Either you were looking for a male voiceover talent or you weren't. You don't have to be, it's not like about coming up with something cute or something funny. It's about coming up with something direct, putting yourself in the mindset of the person that's going to see it. If you're looking to contact the right person in a particular company, like the creative director or CEO or whatever of a company, production manager, marketing manager, whatever it is, you need to understand what it is that they're looking for. So that's when I came up with that subject line, male voiceover talent. It just worked because I was sending it to a list of people that I knew would look for that. It's twofold. It's in the list that you have, who it is that you're targeting, and knowing what it is that they want. That's it. Those are the things that have to be figured out. And again, I can go deeper into that, and I will be going much deeper into that in the coming days and weeks on VoiceOver Fast Track in that group. And by the way, if you want to know about it, just go to steps-to-voiceoversuccess.com, and you'll see the link there for VoiceOver Fast Track. Kevin Bork says, should we have our personal website up and running for the VOFT course? I've been using freelance pay-to-play. No, you don't need your website up and running. As a matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago, I did a whole thing where I evaluated some websites of people that were in the group, and I gave them specific things that they needed to do in order to make it appropriate for what they're doing. Many voiceover artists get this wrong. Websites. Some people do way too much, and that's really the most part. Some people are doing way too much on their websites. Way too much. My website for my business, which is earlhallstudio.com, is one page. It's a one-page website. And it's all you need. And I'm telling you that from someone that has been doing this for years. You don't need a lot of frills and a lot of fanciness. You just need something that's direct and to the point. So no, you don't. If you want to join VOFT and you're ready to hit the ground running and you want to market and you're ready to market, basically building out your website definitely can help you with that. All right. Well, hey guys, I want to thank you so much for, being here with me today on In the Booth with Earl Hall. It has been real. For me, I love you guys. I'm here for you, like I said, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I hope this thing helps, this particular live stream. I hope it brought you some value. Please leave me some comments in the comments section of this video as well. Share it if you like. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you do subscribe and make sure that you tick the notification bell so that you know instantly when I go live or when I upload a new video. But for the foreseeable future, I'll just be going live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time is what I'm planning on doing. Also, you folks over on Instagram, thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for watching and thanks for your support, guys. You guys pump me up. You guys get me going. So I want to thank you, and I want to thank everyone that has been in here. Kevin, Ryan, Jason, Michael, who else? Vox Podcast, Kevin Bork, Jason Cannon. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting what it is that I do. I definitely appreciate it. Jason, finally closing out, says, I love the message of today. Working in the business, I think your relevance shines through. I think some so-called gatekeepers are stuck in the old ways. Yeah, that's the word I use, gatekeepers, a lot of times. Thanks so much, guys, for being here. I definitely appreciate you, and I will see you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on whatever platform you are watching me on. You guys have an awesome Wednesday. Be blessed.